Welcome back on this channel, bratans. The debt ceiling drama continues. Biden delivers grim debt ceiling warning while sharply criticizes Republicans. And we see Janet Yellen says hard choices will need to be made about which bill goes unpaid if the debt ceiling is not raised. Janet Yellen. She is the Treasury Secretary. If you're asking yourself, who the fuck is this old lady, brother? And we speak about this drama since weeks, since days, and we will watch the past, what happened with Bitcoin in the past, what happened with gold, what happened with the stock market in the past. They're playing always the same game. The debt ceiling has to be increased, or will US go bankrupt? Will we find another solution beside increasing the debt ceiling? And guess what they did in the past? They always increased the debt ceiling, but before they increased the debt ceiling, they had always this Brazilian sitcom drama. Who is the bad guy? This is another big news, by the way. I will come to the news later, and we will speak also about what is happening with Bitcoin in the immediate short term, because we are in the symmetrical triangle. But what happened in the past? Congress increased the ceiling just 2 days before Treasury was expected to exhaust its efforts. And today we see, as early as the 1st June, they have to make a decision. Will they increase the debt ceiling or not? And let us watch what happened to all the assets 2011. Let's start with gold. So in the moment when we saw the decision was made shortly before the US should go bankrupt, we saw gold increased over 17%, which is crazy. For us, crypto people, 70% is not much, but for the normal market, it's 70%, it's crazy. What happened 2011 with the S&P 500, with the stock market? We saw before the decision came, we saw the stock market, it dumped like crazy, over 60%. So it basically did the opposite of gold. So the investors are run into gold in this most scarce asset back then. I mean, it was not only gold, it was Bitcoin, but the Bitcoin adoption was not there. Let us watch what happened. As soon as they made the decision to increase the debt ceiling, we saw Bitcoin dumped over 60%. So based on the history, we know this Argentinian drama will continue several days before the US should go bankrupt. We will have a decision between the Republicans and Democrats that they will increase the debt ceiling. There's no other way, right? This is what we know. The second thing what we know, we will see gold rally. So to everyone who's trading gold, congratulations, you could potentially long it, not a financial advice. We will see the stock market dropping down. We see the treasuries will go up. But what will happen with Bitcoin? This is the interesting thing, because back then, there was not a big adoption of Bitcoin. But right now, the market cap of Bitcoin is nearly 1 trillion. It's not 1 trillion, it's right now 500 billion. But there is a big adoption right now. Not the biggest as it will be in 30 years, but people trusting right now in digital gold. And the question is, when the agreement is there that they will increase the debt ceiling, will we see Bitcoin running to the upside and all the assets are going as piece of shit down the toilet? This is the question. We will speak in a second about the symmetrical triangle, but I want to show you this another crazy news. US presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy to accept Bitcoin for campaign donations. I mean, just imagine this guy will be US president. I mean, I don't know even how he look like. Let us quickly watch how he look like. The Great Britain Prime Minister is also candidate for the US. Imagine this guy will be president of the US. I mean, this guy could make Bitcoin and crypto like real mainstream if we already accept donation for the campaign. I cannot say if he has good intention, because in my opinion, this is only a promo move like Kanye West or Drake do this, because he knows if he say this, he has all the crypto community behind him, so he has voters. I don't know, nobody knows. We hope he wants the best for us, but this is a great news. This is great news also for other politics, because maybe they use the same narrative, and the more people use the same narrative, the more people will accept Bitcoin. Don't forget, this week are coming massive data news. For example, we have Q1 GDP, which is, I mean, if it comes lower than expected, we will see dump in the market. If it comes higher than expected, we will see pump in the market. Also, jobless claims, very important. Save the dates this week. This is very important. Not so important as a debt ceiling, but still watch out for this. Also, we see Ray Dalio says he has a little Bitcoin but prefers gold. I mean, he will switch also, because this is a big move for him. He calling it timeless and universal. Yes, he says it about gold, but soon also about Bitcoin. But he has a little of Bitcoin. And this is very bullish for Bitcoin because Ray Dalio, if you don't know him, doesn't matter. I explain it because he's a big investor from the ancient times, from the Romans when they fight it with the stones and stocks. Now let's speak for our day and hourly trade. We see we are in this symmetrical triangle. We measure price target of this symmetrical triangle always from the top to the downside, from the first touch points from the upside to the downside. And technically, if we are breaking to the upside, we will reach around 30K. If we are breaking to the downside, the technical price tag is around 24K. So this could be a short opportunity of around 10%. In case we are breaking it to the upside, this is a long opportunity of around also 10%. In case we are breaking it down, just make sure you take profits before. Why? Because if we are opening VRVP, we see that we are getting here support at a much lower, at a much higher level. I zooming out a little bit so you see it better. We're getting support already here at around 24,800. And you know what? Guess what? If you're watching my channel at 24,800, what we see a monthly support line at 24,800. This is what I told you before, right? So therefore, if you are in a long position right now, as I told you, make sure that your stop loss below the monthly support line, below 24,800. In case we are breaking down 24,800 and closing at daily below 24,800, so in this area, then we can open a short position. Then we can open a short even to 20K because we have their CME gap, so 18% even a short opportunity, right? However, what we could see only a wick down below to 24K as the price target of the symmetrical triangle, and then we closing the wick above the monthly support line. So this would be massive clear sign that this is a long opportunity, right? Therefore, be prepared for this. In case we see only wick to 24K and then we see we're closing above the monthly support line, then we can start massive longing here Bitcoin to our level of 35K. This is what we're expecting, 43%. And watching the debt ceiling drama, this is getting very, very interesting because here soon we are getting here to the 1st June. And what I'm expecting is, because Bitcoin is digital gold, and based on the path, yes, we can go to 24K or even 20K, nobody knows. But either at the 20K level or at the 24K level, I'm expecting here Bitcoin to running to the upside to 35K around as soon as they agree that they will increase the debt ceiling. Yes, we will see stock market going down, but get Bitcoin running to the upside. What speaks for some dump of Bitcoin is also not only this drama regarding the debt ceiling, but also, and now we're coming to the astrology, guys. I can also put tarot card next time if you want, but let us speak right now about the moon phases, because always when you see this blue, we see Bitcoin dumping. So this is new moon, and right now we have new moon. Always when we see full moon, we see Bitcoin pumping. And this is, if you are saying right now this astrology with Tatiana Ivanovna, no, but it's a 70 to 80% probability on full moon that we are pumping, 70 to 80% probability of new moon that we are dump. It's not a guarantee, it's a calculation of based on the past. So what we are expecting here, there's a 70 to 80% of possibility that we see down to 24,800. So the possibility is right now here that we see here the symmetrical triangle more likely breaking to the downside to our level of 24,800. So potentially 7% short opportunity. And I have another massive news for you, because Bitflex, this is another exchange which I'm working right now together for you guys, for the US guys, because there's no KYC needed. I mean, everyone can make a registration there. Just click the link and make a registration with no KYC. Isn't it great? Please like and make a registration. For all the other guys, you can use also 2 exchanges. I'm using even 5 exchanges for my trading. On Bybit, you get a free $1,000 long or short position. Also here, just click the link and choose you want the long or short position and claim your bonus of 1,000 USDT for free. Tell me, do you want that I make a full review to Bitflex or Bybit, how to trade on this exchange? I show you how to do it, how to lose all your money. No, I'm joking about that. It's obviously only for the professionals ones, but I show you for the new ones how you can set up an account and you can trade on demo accounts without money. It's very important. Always do your own research, always prepare, because even if you go in the real estate market and you don't know anything about, you will lose all your money. Okay? Thank you everyone for watching. If you have any questions, write it down below or in our Telegram group. Our Telegram group, I will not show you how. I mean, you can just join it, link in the description. We made amazing trades this weekend also, and there you will find amazing amazing altcoins which I'm buying, which potentially have a potential of 1000x. The last one we are invested as a group is Cubic, and we had even a deal which was much below the price they are selling to normal people, and we had the contact to miners. You cannot buy it right now on any exchange. It's only from the miners you can buy, but we had a very good connection to a miner who sold us as a group a very cheap. But that's, thank you everyone for watching. If you want to join, link is in the description. I kiss you and see you later. Mwah.